the biggest thing for you guys now to take all the new schemes and make it work when the lights turn on?
It's all about execution. We got Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday left to really go get it done and just keep going over the game plan, really watching tape on them, watching tape on ourselves, and just understanding every last little detail of every play and then going out there and executing them.
First game going on the road, but it's a winnable opponent. Unless you think it's a winnable opponent, how exciting is that for you?
Well, I think every game is exciting. You better think every game is a winnable opponent. So I'm sure they think they're going to beat us too. So it's just a matter of getting ready to play and going out there and playing every play as hard as you can and improving as the game goes on. I think that's one big thing that we've talked about from day one is that we're going to get better every day. And I think early in the season we got to get better as the games go on. I think we got to improve as the game goes on and continue to run the ball better and play tough defense and get after the quarterback and then make big plays. And I thought we did some nice things today, and we just got one more week to get it all sharpened up and ready to go.
What were some of your big takeaways from the mock game today?
I haven't watched on tape yet, but it looked like we had some nice runs. Thought we ran the ball pretty well today. Had a couple nice play action passes. I thought our defense ran and tackled a little bit better at times. And obviously it wasn't ones-on-ones either, so that makes it a little bit different. We were going against North Texas schemes, and so it was nice to do that and get reps of that. And but overall, I was pretty pleased. I'll go watch it on tape and see how that goes. But I thought it was pretty well. I thought Chad played real well. It was good to see Josh came in and improved. So that's nice to see. I thought our running backs had a good day, and I think our receivers have played pretty well all camp, so that's good to continue to see. We did have one turnover, can't have that. Roman put the ball on the ground, that's something that we can't have. We cannot turn the ball over.
Will Montgomery have a chance to start at running back and special teams return?
Yes. I think there's about a 99.5% chance he has a chance to do that. He's taking the most reps in camp. He's played harder than most people. Either he'll start in there by himself or maybe him and Jarrell will start in there together. But there's no, he's worked too hard. He's had too good of a camp, so there's a great chance. If you were a betting man, I'd bet a lot. He'll have a good chance to start on both.
Is that a good problem to have where you bring in a kid that's so good you almost can't afford to redshirt him?
Yeah, it's a real good problem. I think we try to go out and recruit all the guys, especially the skilled players, and we don't want them to think they're going to redshirt. We want them to be able to come in and play right away. And then if either mentally or physically they're not ready, then you redshirt them. But I think anytime you can get those skilled guys that can come in and play right away, that makes you better because they're good players. And then the guys they're battling with, it makes them work harder at practice to compete. One nice thing that you saw today is hopefully in the fourth quarter we can have a couple of backs fresh and just rotate them in. And Baker is a big guy. If he's fresh at the end, it'll be hard to tackle. And I thought Jarrell probably ran the best he's ran yet all fall camp today. And then Richard. He's got some special skills, so that's a good thing.
Coach, have you or the team made any decision on captains?
No, I have, but they don't know it yet. I'm not going to have captains for the whole year this year. I don't think we're ready for that. Next year we will. This year I'm going to have captains each week. So we'll have captains for the game each week. So we're not going to, we had a leadership council all summer, and it'll probably be guys off of that. But each week it'll be different captains. I just think they'll do a better job if the pressure's on them. Just, okay, you're going to lead your tail off this week. And then next week it's going to be a different couple of guys. And so it'll just be captains by week.
Is that kind of just for you to challenge your team to find leaders, to bring it out of them?
Well, and I think it's because I think in the leadership council we had 14 guys, and I don't want any of them to give up on that they are the leaders either. And then there's a couple guys that led well this fall camp that weren't even in that. So I think it's just, I just don't think we've been in the program long enough to vote on captains. I think I'll appoint them by each week. That's just how we're going to do it.
Could it be similar guys week to week?
It could be. Yeah, it could be. But and then if they're a captain one week and they don't get it done, they're not going to be the captain the next week. So I'm not ready to name some guys for the whole year and then take it away from them. At least this way they know from the get-go. The captain named each week. If they do a great job, they'll probably be the captain again the next week. If they don't, they won't be.
That seems kind of similar to your philosophy on the start.
Exactly. It's something that we're battling for every day. It's just something that we're going to keep competing every day to to be a captain, to be a starter, to be the guy that gets the ball the most, the FTS, feed the studs, and that's just something that we're going to continue to do on everything.
Coach, from what you were able to see on the field, what gets you most excited about the development of your running backs right now? Obviously, some huge runs out there.
Yeah.
What gets you pumped about their play?
I think it's nice when you got a couple of different guys, too. Richard's fast and elusive, and, Jarrell is kind of a banger and slasher and hit and spin guy. We haven't seen much of Chris. He had a great spring. He's more of a downhill physical guy. And then Baker's kind of that big back that also has the breakaway speed. So they all have a lot of talent. They all can do different things, and we just got to get them all healthy and get them all out there, and it'll be nice. And then it'll be, feed them all early, and whoever's playing the best, then feed him the most.
You talked earlier in this fall about run blocking better and improving that. The line seems, guys return from injuries, and is that?
Yeah, I think getting everybody back together and them all playing together this whole week, and you saw it the last couple of days in practice, and then again today, but it was good. I think our run blocking was the best it's been the last 2 days, and that's good. We got to keep that up.
Do you have any timetable on Chris's return?
Well, he practiced, late in the week. He just didn't go out there in full bullets today. He did a couple plays. I didn't give him the ball. I think he'll be fine by Sunday, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think he'll be full go by Sunday.
Coach, last year the team had a tradition that carries back the last couple of years, carrying the flag and the axe out based on performance the week before. Do you have any plans to continue that or start any new kind of traditions like that coming out of the tunnel of your own?
You know what? I haven't even thought about it yet. So that's a good question. That's something that I guess we need to talk about. I've had a lot of things to worry about, and that hasn't been one of them. So
understood.
I'm not going to bullcrap you. I haven't even thought about it, so we'll talk about it. I don't know.
Is the progression of the team as a whole, has it been meeting your standards where you want them to be? Are they there today?
I think we're getting better every day, and that's important. I think we've talked about it's going to be a process. We got to just keep getting small victories, getting a little bit better. I'm proud of the process that we're making. And then I think it's individually. I think some guys have progressed faster than I thought they would, and some guys haven't. And then sometimes it's by day. Some days I think, God, we're really getting there, and then some days I'm mad as can be. So it's just a process. I think we just keep grinding. I don't know if I can judge it till we play a game, to be honest with you. I think we'll know better after next Saturday's game. Then we can really judge where we're at, find out. But no matter what, we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep working the process, and the next week's going to be the most important week. And hopefully that's after a couple of victories, and once in a while it might be after getting knocked on our butt. But no matter what, we're going to line back up the next day and keep working on the process and keep getting better.
Coach, how much do you plan on relying on your running game coming into the season? Is it something that you really want to spend a lot of effort in terms of games and giving a lot of snaps to a lot of guys during games and stuff like that?
Well, I think it's, game by game. I think some games, I've never been a guy that believes you got to be 50-50. I think you got to make the defense defend both. You got to make sure the defense defends both the pass and the run. And then some games you're hot, your quarterback's hot, he's on fire, then we might throw it 60 times. Some games maybe we're struggling protecting or he's struggling, and we might run it 60 times. But I think most important thing is when you have to run it, you got to be able to run it. So if it's the fourth quarter and you got the lead, or it's third and short, or it's 4-minute offense, or when you have to run the ball, you got to be able to run the ball. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be 50-50. It just means you have to do a good job when you have to do it. And, if the backs are on fire and playing well, then I think you can do it more, and sometimes that helps keep the defense on the sideline. I think you go into games understanding, having a philosophy how you're going to try to win the game, too. Are we going to try to outscore them and make a bunch of big plays and the defense is going to just blitz them? Or are we going to try to control the ball and keep them on the sideline? So I think that's a game-by-game decision also.
Coach, talk about your coaching staff a little bit. It was the first time that the guys up in the box were able to kind of coach from the box, and it seems like as camp's gone on, just the chemistry between you guys has been really good.
No, I think it's a great chemistry. I think it's a bunch of guys that have a passion for football. It's I'm really happy with them. A bunch of guys that work hard, coach on every play, coach with fire, and I'm just fortunate. I think I have a great staff, and I'm really proud of them, and they work hard every day. But we're just like the players. We got to get better every day too, and it's a process for us. We got to keep improving, And that's why you go out. And this was a great day for us. A lot of little things came up that, hey, got to make sure we understand this here, or we got to, So it was good work. It was good work all the way around. Now they got to go get dinner and come back here tonight, watch it, grade it, go through it, and get way better on it mentally tonight. So it's good work.
And for you individually, first ever game as a head coach, is there going to be a moment for you on Saturday when you walk out to the field and just be like, this is it?
Hopefully it's right after the game. I say this is it. That's a first win. Not really. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I think since I was a little kid, I saw myself as a head coach, and half the time probably not right. I thought I was a head coach when I was an assistant coach. So I don't think it'll be a huge deal. I think there are obviously things that happen in the game. I got to do a good job of understanding and staying focused and doing a great job one play and after another. But that's what I've been training to do since I could walk. So it'll be fun and be ready to go do it.
Coach, over the next week of practice, is that quarterback position still up for grabs, or is it becoming pretty solidified?
I think as anyone that comes and watches practice probably sees who, has a good chance. I don't know. In all their articles, they say they're going to play 3 quarterbacks, so maybe we'll play 6. But anyone that's around, anyone that watches practice kind of knows what's going on. But I just don't need to tell North Texas. How's that answer?
That worked.
Can you talk about the progress Chad's made over the spring and up to now?
He's playing really good. He's playing really good. I think the game's slowing down for him. He understands what's going on. He sees he's accurate. I just don't want to, just leave it at that. He's playing good, but let's just take it one day at a time and keep improving.
Mm-hmm. What about with McCain? I mean, I know you had your.
He's improving too. He's improving too, and I think it's important. I think you got to get them all better because this day and age. It's a violent sport, and there's high. You coach every single player to improve on every single day because everyone's one snap away from being your guy. So I think Josh improved today too. I think Chad's improved greatly. He's playing really good, but you still got to keep getting Josh better, keep getting Taylor better, keep improving them all, and Matt Lanahan played better today. So I just every position you coach your tail off on every single guy because. They all got to be ready to step in and make plays, and that's something we've always talked about. We're never going to make excuses for injuries. Something happens to somebody, the next guy's got to step up and get it done.
With Josh, when he first came in to his camp, has it been a bit with his footwork or mechanics or stuff? Things that you've had to work on with him?
Some of it has been. Some of it's, Chad and Taylor were here the whole spring and the whole summer. And Josh got here in the middle of the summer and missed all the spring. And we run a lot of offense, and our defense does a lot on defense. So it was probably as much mental stuff as anything, but there's definitely footwork and fundamentals on everything that he does also that he continues to improve on.
Are you open to using 2 guys in the game, or are you sticking to 1?
No, I'm always open. Like I said, we might play 6. They're going to play 3. We're going to play 6. No, we've used 2 before. Like Nathan Shieldhouse's freshman year, my first year at University of Illinois, and we broke every offensive record they had. And Nathan was our starter. Nathan was our guy. But there would be like 10 or 12 plays a game. I would put in a kid named Eddie McGee that was older. More than anything, just let Nathan come over to the sideline and relax. He's a freshman. Just take some pressure off him. I put Eddie in and run 10, 12 plays a game, and Nathan just came over and stood next to me and kind of took a deep breath and relaxed. And it was really for that. And to take some hits off of him. Because when you're a running quarterback, you take a lot of hits. So I could see more of that as much as anything early on.
On the progression of Josh, would you say since he came in, he's somewhat calmed down a little and stopped relying as much on his legs, as much as he still uses them?
Yeah, and I think he just understands the offense better now. I think early on he was like, oh, shit, just took off running. You know what I mean? At times he wasn't really sure what was going on. Now he really understands it and knows where he's going, and so he just looks a lot smoother.
Anything else for Coach?
Trey Williams, he had pads on today, and
yeah.
No, he's moving around.
He's moving around better. I'm hoping Sunday or Tuesday he's full go. That'd be great.
With how limited he's been, he still could play. He still could get up.
Yeah, if he can do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no question.
How about that?
He wouldn't start, but he could play.
Mm-hmm. I said, how about that video board?
It's awesome. Is it not awesome? God dang, you looked up at that board, and I thought I was in Dallas Cowboy Stadium. That is a beautiful board, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That was unbelievable. It was great. All right, man. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Coach.